What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? As you know, I am Juice Warner, and this is Old York Gritty Grand Strains. As you can see in the background, I have some pots. In these pots, I really had there's 7 pots there, but you can only see 6, I guess. Well, inside those 7 pots, I have, let's see here. I have fruit by the foot. I have some Bubba cheesecake. And I have some black sugar. Right now, I believe this is the black sugar packet right here. Right, you can't see it because it's in green, right? But you can see the label, right? So this is black sugar, right? And so, I got that because I'll get into it. I'll get into it. This is the whole thing with Seedsman, and so this would be my third grow with them. I actually have 2 tents. I have an open tent and I have a closet grow. And inside my closet, I have another 6 plants, and those are 3 and 3. Those are 3 Northern Lights and 3 White Widow. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. My last Northern Lights grow was beautiful, and I actually messed it up. That was actually one of my first grows. I think that was my second grow, right? And it was beautiful. Off of like the plants, I was getting like 3.5 ounces. You know what I mean? So off of one plant, that was a beautiful grow for me. You know what I mean? So I'm going in again. This time I got so far out of the 13 plants I planted, 13 of them popped already. So I got 2 more black sugars that I'm waiting for. Now, mind you, black sugars was actually the only ones that I paid for. The rest of them were freebies, I guess, trying to make up. Like I said, it's a big, long story that I'm going to go through. I was supposed to be starting a whole different grow, and I didn't get it. But this, I want to also talk to y'all about the conspiracy. Maybe y'all haven't heard, but out in LA, there is a flesh eating, zombie causing drug. It's a zombie drug. So we will be covering that as well. Right? So don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe, and the notification bell so you can be notified whenever new content is uploaded or whenever I'm going live. Okay, so let me just get this L right here ready. All right. So we can smoke, joke, and talk a little shoo-zoozy. All right, talk some greenery. All right, so this right here that I'm rolling. This is from Mephisto, and this is double grape. Pardon me here. I gotta get the label for it. My fault. I know it's double grape. It's a mix of two strains, right? So let me just roll this up here real quick, and then we can get into this. I'm bugged out. I like my even rolls. So if you see me here, That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to spread it out decently. All right. All right. I like to call this segment Growspiracy. Well, anyway, we'll be just talking about other drugs, actually. We'll be talking about this new drug that's up on the scene and it's doing its thing. All right, so let's get into this here. All right. Okay, now this story is by Vivian Child. Now it came out yesterday at 3:35. News Nation. Official flesh-eating zombie drug saturating Los Angeles. Right? The flesh-eating zombie drug called xylazine has been saturating the streets of Los Angeles with severe and deadly effects when mixed with illicit opioids. Let me turn this down for me in my ear here. Okay. Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office launched a new program to track the troubling prevalence of the substance, which is a sedative typically used by veterinarians for anesthesia animals, right? So once again, we have another drug like Cataline and all of that, where they're mixing this drug and it is becoming deadly. It is also known as trank or trank dope on the street. The xanoline has been increasingly present in the illicit drug supply. The drug can be cooked down into a powder form and mixed with illicit opioids such as heroin and fentanyl, or pressed into counterfeit pills or sedatives. So it's like a Molly, but not Molly. I mean, meaning that you can take the powder form and put it in pills and stuff like that. The zombie drug nickname stems from the substance known effects of rotting the skin. Growing concerns over the increasing prevalence of xanoline in Los Angeles have enforcement officials and addiction specialists extremely concerned. Now, I'm going to say this. I remember for a while, like, I want to say back in like 2017, they was starting off with, yeah, they got these zombie drugs. So when I hear this in 2023, a good 6 years later, right, we have to question who is designing this system, right? How would a person get to know unless somebody who first got addicted to this was working in the veterinarian field and was, looking for a new was that Cataline and all of that type of stuff. Pardon me here, I'm looking for a lighter, right? So with this drug, we have to start questioning what is going on, right? It's I remember hearing about this stuff. If this is the same drug, I remember hearing about it more in Florida. So it's strange to see a drug that I heard. I remember in Florida, it was I think it was something about zombie drug and making people eat faces off and stuff like that. Now, if I'm correct, that story came out of Florida, right? So for me, and as somebody who just keeps an eye on things, when I seen this pop up again, and this is not the first time I seen, reference to this. This is just me deciding, okay, now it's starting to catch traction, right? And so now it's easier to compare it to years of past, 6 years ago, should I say, right? It says growing concerns over the increasing prevalence of Xylene in Los Angeles have Los Angeles officials and addiction specialists extremely concerned. I have never seen anything like what I'm dealing with right now, said Carrie Quinchin, an addiction expert. Xanilon is known to have severe effects, sometimes disfiguring users who develop sores causing limb amputation in some cases, along with death from overdosing. I didn't start smoking weed until I was out of high school, right? I never used any other drug. I don't I tell people all the time. I was raised in a not well. I wasn't. I'm not going to say raised. I was first raised, in a household where I seen the effects and damage of drugs. So for me, I'm not a proponent of drug use. I don't um cast judgment on people providing they do what feed their family and stuff like that. Outside of that is and you ain't doing nothing and you ain't hiding behind the drug and using the drug as an excuse to be a dirtbag. Like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my book, Street Skelzy, Knock 'em Out the Box. It's on Amazon Books. You can purchase it now. But my 200 subscriber, along with the book, also obtains a mug of Old York Gritty on one side and I Gritty New York on the other. Both of these are free to my 200 subscriber. And that goes all the way up to 1,000. So my 200, my 4, my 6, my 8, all the way up. All right. Related videos, fentanyl laced with xylene is flesh rotting street drug, fueling overdose death. DEA, and this is in Norfolk, Virginia. J. J to learn more about. I guess that's something I was supposed to. Okay, it goes. We had a woman come in and her sister had passed away from fentanyl overdose, recalled Quinchin. But not only was it a fentanyl overdose, but her skin was starting to rot, the muscles on her legs and arms. So that's a sure sign of xylazine. Right? That's think about those Think about that. Your muscles in your body where you shooting these drugs up, they just start rotting away. And this is a sure sign of that drug. Los Angeles County Sheriff's officials are now taking steps to track the presence of xylene and confiscated drugs. Officials said the reason that it hasn't been higher on authorities' radar is because it's technically isn't an illegal substance. When the crime lab analysis detects xylene and other illicit substances such as fentanyl, it's typically not flagged for this reason. It is really gruesomely disfiguring people, said Bill Bonder, an FBI special agent. It's much more likely to stop someone from breathing, and the thing that comes along with xylazine, it's a vasodilator. So when you're injecting it, it's actually inducing the blood circulation. Both the Drug Enforcement Administration and the LA County's Health Department have issued urgent warnings about xylazine. Some say the county pilot program is a small step in the right direction to fight a mass drug war consisting of staggering increasing death. When combined with opioids like fentanyl, it is frequent, as is frequently the case, xylazine enhances the life-threatening efforts of respiratory depression, slowing or stopping breathing caused by opioids, increasing the risk of overdose and death, said county officials. The new focus is on tracking xylazine will give officials a better sense of the drug's prevalence on Los Angeles streets and the best way to counter this deadly new threat. Right? So this is, what we're dealing with here. And I guess that's one of those times where I could say, hey, try some greenery on me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is what you need, because running around here and, and the thing is, I remember dirt bags lacing the fentanyl, but I say that this is a conspiracy. I gotta find my conspiracy call out, right? But my conspiracies, right? When we look at this, like I said, we can take the Florida situation about a good 5-6 years ago. I remember a movie, right? And in this movie, it was a drug, and the drug was, I think it was like turning people blue or something like that. And I remember like it was like the secretary of the state or something, like the president, like he didn't care. He was like, yo, boom, get rid of the people that's using it. And then next thing you know, it was like people in his cabinet who were actually on the drug, and it was like revealing them as well. So I don't remember the name of the show, or I believe it was a movie. Now I don't remember the name of the movie, but I do remember it being about the drug and people, I think it was cocaine or something, and this effect. So when I think about this movie, this article, it just draws my attention to that movie, along with the articles that I said, dealing with these zombie drugs. And they was saying this 6 years ago, but I did not hear it out of California or um North Carolina, Virginia area. My fault. Pour some juice here. So, with that, let us talk real quick about my ordeal with Seedsman. As you can see, I got them in my tent. I'm not holding no real grudge, but their business ethics sucks. I ordered some seeds. That's how I wound up getting these seeds because I placed the order. I messed up, right? I forgot to put the address. I mean the door on there, right? And so that's my fault. But when it came to even trying to get in contact with anybody to fix the situation, it's 3 months now. I'm already finished one grow, and as you can see, I got a whole new grow with all 13. Well, it wasn't 13. It was actually like 15 that I got or something like that. But I dropped 13, and out of the 13, 11 are on their way. I'm waiting for the last two, hopefully, right? Because those are actually the ones that I bought the black sugar, right? Let me see. I like the way it look on the like that. Hold on. All right. So that's the black sugar right there. But those are these are photo period feminized seeds. So I'll be growing those in a whole different way. And like I said, probably later on today, I'll come back and just focus strictly on the plants. And right now, you know what it is? It's just that there's no, I can't say that because I started off the last time like that. I started off doing a grow, and the next thing you know, I just said forget about it. And but I'm not gonna do that this time around, hopefully. Right? So I wanna do it where at least I do say I do an article like this and I come by and I show my plants in the background so that way that I can get like a daily update on how they doing. Like I said, I got 7 plants inside the tent. I got 2 Mars Hydro lamps up in there, you know, one for 4 plants, one for the other 4 plants, well 3 plants, and I got a UFO in my closet that those are all autos. So I'm gonna keep that on 24/7. I'm actually when I finish this, I'm gonna go over there and unplug the timer on it. I'm gonna look at a couple of videos. So I know where to go with this herbal thing, like just having a conversation about herb and the growing process, what I use. I'm a I just found out my AC Infinity vent shut down on me. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna order another one of those sometime this week. And but I'm not in a rush for it because I just dropped them, so I'm not gonna need it for at least another month and a half. But still, I'd rather have it, get it out the way. Like I said, I see the people dealing with this drug, man, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, why? Why would you waste your time on such a thing when there's herbals all around? You know what I'm saying? And I'm smoking that good greenery. I've been having problems with the with my you call it my curing. But that was all me putting them, jarring them too early, right? So now that I'm doing it the right way, man, man, oh, man. I said I'm gonna just take a couple more puffs of this, and then we can get back into this because I'm really. Well, let's see if we could go over here. I don't know if you could see any of my plants. See the ones on top right here, those two on top, and those are the ones that are black sugars, but they didn't grow in yet. But if you could see the black sugar label on this one right here, so inside here it's growing, but it just popped up today. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna really be able to see it yet. Let's see if I could bring it down here some. Um, nah, you don't see it. So wait, hold on. Let's see if come up here. Right? Can't see nothing yet. I wanna say it. 'Cause I know it's in this one, but I can't see it yet. So it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. It's what it is. Hold up. Let's see if I could. I didn't realize I didn't have it inside the other one. I wanted to go over there and see if I could show you on the thing. It don't matter. It'll be coming through. Give it a couple more days and they'll be up there, showing off, doing their thing. But like I said, these are all feminized. These are feminized seeds. So I'll be doing those totally different. I should be getting a, um a decent yield off of those as well. I'm getting some dry fertilizer, so when I get that, we'll have a discussion on that as well. Because right now I got the liquid, but you know what? I'll just stick with the liquid. But let me just slide up out of here. I just really wanted to come through, do that. You know what I'm saying? And probably come through a little later with some close-up pictures of my seeds. All right, until next time, peace, people.